Some of those men and women who serve our country.
We sure are. And here at NBC6, we have many veterans working both in front and behind the camera. One of them, NBC6 investigator and good friend, Willard Shepard.
Yeah, he joins us live from Miami with the incredible story of a World War II vet. Willard.
Yeah, that's right, Trina and Jawan. I had the honor of meeting this man who lives in Northeast Miami-Dade County, and he's got an incredible story. Just think about this, all that happened during the Holocaust. He is of Jewish faith, was arrested by the Nazis, but was able to get away and then turn the tables on them.
I was deathly afraid because in our room I saw they let a man die.
At his home in Northeast Miami-Dade, Gary Moss reflects back on how his life was turned upside down when he was just 16. This photo was taken about the time the Jewish teen was arrested by the Nazis.
They took us right to the railroad station, and we took the train to Dachau.
Dachau, the place where an estimated 41,000 people were killed. This document from the German government shows Moss went there in 1938, and about a month later, his uncle was able to get him released. A family friend of another faith who wasn't being watched as closely by the Germans got the younger Moss to Palestine. At 17, Moss then volunteered for the British Army. What he saw at Dachau motivating him.
I didn't like him, of course not. I saw him beat people to death. I was deathly afraid of him. And on the parade ground, if you didn't just stand exactly straight the way they wanted it, they beat you.
These photos showing Moss alongside his mates in the British units. He ended up in an infantry squad.
Couldn't get enough to where I go against him.
Several years into World War II, Moss was assigned to the Greek islands, and a mission that allowed no mistakes.
And we started lifting mines and explosives. We had to clean up the field from explosives and mines.
For this long-awaited D-Day,
Moss told us when D-Day was successful, he concluded it was only a matter of time before the Germans would be defeated.
The Germans invaded Russia. And then I said, this is it, they're stupid. They're having two fronts now. They're having the D-Day in France, and they have in Russia in the east. And it's a little too much for them.
In an ironic twist, Moss, the man his wife calls James Bond because of his remarkable journey as a young man, ended up overseeing Germans who had surrendered.
They were German soldiers. They were under my command. I just want them to do what I order them, period.
The paperwork shows Moss was discharged in 1946, and he ended up in Miami-Dade, where he was a CPA for decades. And he got the chance to see his loved ones who also escaped. So incredible journey this man has taken throughout his lifetime, almost a century. He'll have his 100th birthday coming up here soon. When I was at his home, and he would put the documents on the kitchen table along with his wife Carol and laid out the paperwork that actually showed what his journey has been. Just unbelievable to have all of this in addition to what he's done documented. If you see him out anywhere with his wife Carol in North Miami-Dade, give him a big fist pump these days. And all of our World War II veterans here in Florida, only 31,000 of these men and women who served in World War II, Florida residents, still physically with us alive. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, Willard Shepard, NBC6 News.